Welcome to Lisplore, which stands for Listen, Learn, and Explore, where you sharpen your English listening skills while discovering new ideas, expanding your knowledge, and diving into fascinating what-if scenarios. If you find our content helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support keeps us going. Stay curious, stay sharp, and keep learning. Thank you. Now, let's get started with today's episode. How to understand native English speakers. Part 1. Why is it so hard to understand native English speakers? Have you ever watched an English movie and thought, what did they just say? Or maybe you were talking to someone from America or from the UK and they said something like, gonna grab a bite, be right back. And you stood there like, wait, what just happened? You're not alone. Yes, really, you're not alone in this. Many English learners feel the same way. Even people who read English well or write in English perfectly, they often say, I just can't understand native speakers when they talk fast. But why? Why is it so difficult? Let's talk about it slowly. 1. They speak fast, really fast. Native English speakers talk quickly. Sometimes they don't even realize it. They say, what are you going to do? Instead of, what are you going to do? Let me help ya. Instead of, let me help you. Did you notice how many words disappear? It's like the words are running away from your ears. This is called connected speech. Words get connected. Some sounds are dropped. Some sounds are joined. For example, do you want to becomes do I wanna. I don't know becomes I dunno. And suddenly it feels like a new language. They use a lot of slang and idioms. Native speakers use words that are not in grammar books. They say things like, it's raining cats and dogs. I'm beat. This movie is lit. You nailed it. What? Cats and dogs falling from the sky. Someone got hit with a bat? Lit like fire. Nailed what? No, no, no. These are just expressions. They don't mean the real words. They are idioms and slang. And the bad news is, you won't find them easily in your textbook. But the good news is, you can learn them slowly, one by one. And then you'll start to smile when someone says, that's sick, because you'll know it means, that's awesome. 3. Different accents confuse us. English is spoken in so many ways. American English, British English, Australian English, Indian English, South African English, even African American vernacular English. And each one sounds different. In America, you may hear, yo bro, what's up? In the UK, someone may say, all right, mate. In Australia, it's, how you going? Same language, but different music in the voice, different rhythm, different melody. This makes it hard for your brain to understand. But don't worry, we'll talk about how to train your ears in the next parts. 4. They use shortcuts in grammar. Sometimes native speakers don't follow grammar rules completely. Yes, that's right. They say, ain't no way I'm doing that. He don't care. Me and John went there. That's not what your teacher taught you, right? But this is how people speak in real life. It's called informal English. And understanding this is part of learning to understand real people, not just grammar books. So now you know why it feels hard, but don't give up. In the next part, we'll talk about how to train your ears slowly and smartly to understand native English speakers better. Part 2, train your ears like a language athlete? Imagine this. You go to the gym. First day, you try to lift 50 kilos. What happens? Your arms say, no, your body says, are you crazy? But if you start with just 5 kilos and slowly increase the weight, one day you'll lift 50 kilos like a champion. Guess what? Your ears work the same way. Yes, your ears are like muscles, and you can train them step by step to understand native English speakers. 1. Start with slow English first. Don't jump into fast English movies right away. That's like lifting 50 kilos on day 1. Start with slow English. You can find videos and podcasts made for learners, like The English We Speak by BBC, Speak English with Mr. Duncan on YouTube, Slow English news channels, simple storybooks in audio format. When you listen slowly, your brain says, okay, I can handle this. Listen again and again. Repeat. Shadow the speaker. It means try to speak along with them like an echo. And soon, you'll feel stronger. 2. Use subtitles, then remove them. Start with English subtitles. Yes, English subtitles, not your native language. Watch a video, read the subtitles, hear the words, then watch it again without subtitles. Challenge yourself. At first, you may not catch everything, but that's okay. Your brain will start connecting the sounds with the words. It's like magic, slow magic. 3, listen to the same thing many times. Yes, I know you may feel bored, but trust me, repetition is powerful. Let's say you listen to a 2-minute clip. The first time, you understand 20%. The second time, maybe 30%. By the fifth time, you get 80% or more. Your ears start saying, I know this sound now. Hey, I've heard that before. And slowly you become a listening ninja. 4, use shadowing every day. What is shadowing? Play a short audio or video. 2, listen to one sentence. 3, pause. 4, repeat the sentence out loud, just like the speaker. 5, copy their speed, rhythm, and emotion. It's like learning a song. At first, you mess up, but later, you start sounding like a native. Do this for just 5 minutes daily. Your ears will thank you. 5, don't translate in your head. This is super important. When you hear a native speaker say, "What's up?" don't stop and think, what is the Hindi meaning of what's up? No, that slows you down. Instead, feel the sentence. Remember, the meaning from real use. What's up means how are you or what's going on. Train your brain to think in English. This takes time, but with practice, you'll stop translating. You'll just understand. You're doing great. You've now learned how to train your ears. It's not about talent, it's about practice and patience. In the next part, we'll learn how to use movies, songs, and real-life videos to understand native English in a fun way. Part 3, make learning English fun with movies and songs. Do you love watching movies? Listening to songs? Scrolling YouTube shorts or Instagram reels? Guess what? That's not just fun, it can be a powerful way to learn English. Yes, really. You can learn how native speakers really talk by just enjoying movies, music, and real-life videos. But wait, you might say, I tried it before, but I couldn't understand anything. That's okay. Let's fix that together. Let's learn how to use these tools the smart way. 1, choose the right movie or show. Don't start with complicated shows like Game of Thrones or Peaky Blinders. They speak too fast and sometimes use old or heavy accents. Instead, pick something simple and clear. Some great choices: Friends, simple conversations, and daily life topics. The Office, modern workplace English. Animated movies like Finding Nemo, Frozen, or Zootopia. Disney shows, perfect for learning emotional and playful English. Start with just 5 to 10 minutes a day. Yes, just that much. Watch it with English subtitles first, then try without them. Repeat scenes, pause, repeat again. Speak with the actors if you can. This is called active watching. Use songs to learn pronunciation and rhythm. Songs are not just for fun, they teach you how English feels when spoken. Try this. Choose a slow English song. Read the lyrics while listening. Sing along. Yes, even if your voice is bad, who cares? Some great beginner songs: Let It Be, The Beatles; Count on Me, Bruno Mars; Perfect, Ed Sheeran; You Belong With Me, Taylor Swift. When you sing, you learn pronunciation, stress, and natural pauses. It's like music training your ears. 3, watch real-life conversations, not just actors. Actors sometimes talk clearly because it's scripted, but real people, they speak with emotions, mistakes, laughter. So try these. Interviews with celebrities, vlogs on YouTube, TED Talks with subtitles, street interviews like English with Lucy or Easy English. These show real-life English, the way it's spoken in cafes, on streets, at work, or at home. You'll hear things like, I'm kind of tired today. It was like super cool. You know what I mean? At first, it might be confusing, but slowly, you'll understand the real rhythm of English. 4, repeat your favorite scene or line daily. Find a line you love. Maybe something emotional like, you are stronger than you think, or funny, how you doing? Repeat it every day. Copy the tone, the voice, the feeling. Soon, you'll start thinking in English, not just learning it. 5, feel the emotion. Don't just read the words. In songs or movies, people speak with heart. When someone says, I missed you, they don't just say words, they show emotion. Voice goes soft, eyes feel heavy. When someone shouts, get out of here, you feel the anger or excitement. Train your ears to feel, not just hear. Because real English is not only about grammar, it's about emotion. In the next part, we'll talk about common mistakes English learners make when listening to native speakers. and how to fix them one by one. Let's move to part 4, common mistakes when listening to native English speakers and how to fix them. Part 4, don't let these mistakes stop you. You're trying hard, watching videos, listening to podcasts, reading subtitles, but still, you feel lost when a native speaker talks fast? You're not alone, my friend. This happens to millions of learners around the world. But guess what? You can fix it if you know what mistakes to avoid. Let's look at some very common mistakes English learners make and how to overcome them step by step. 1. Trying to understand every word. This is the one mistake. When you listen, you want to understand each and every word. But native speakers don't talk like that. They connect words. They eat sounds. They speak fast. Example, what are you doing? Becomes, what you doing? If you try to catch every single word, you'll get tired. You'll feel stressed. You'll give up. Solution? Focus on the main idea. Catch key words. Forget the small ones for now. Trust me, even native speakers don't catch 100% all the time. 2. Not listening actively. Sometimes you listen, but your mind is thinking about dinner or work or your crush. That's passive listening. You're hearing sounds, but you're not really learning. Solution? Try active listening every day. Here's how. Take one short video, 1 to 2 minutes, watch it once with subtitles, then again without subtitles, write down what you hear. Repeat the sentences out loud. Now you're not just watching, you're training your brain like a warrior. #3, getting scared of fast talking. Let's be honest, some native speakers talk like a train. No pause, no mercy. You feel like shouting, hey, slow down. I'm still on word number 3. But here's the truth. They won't slow down for you. You have to train your ears to catch up. Solution? Use YouTube's slow speed option, 0.75x or 0.5x. Listen to that same part many times. Repeat it like a song. Slowly, your ears get stronger. One day you'll hear fast English and think, wow, I got it. 4. Depending too much on subtitles. Yes, subtitles help. But if you always use them, your ears become lazy. They read instead of listening. Solution? Use this 3-step method. 1. First time, watch with subtitles. 2. Second time, watch without subtitles. Third time, close your eyes and just listen. This builds real confidence. You'll stop saying, I can read English, but I can't understand when someone speaks. Because now you'll understand with your ears, not just your eyes. 5. Not practicing speaking along. If you only listen and never speak, you'll never sound natural. Your mouth also needs practice. When you speak along with native speakers, it's called shadowing. We talked about it earlier. Try this. Watch a short video. Pause after each sentence. Repeat the sentence out loud. Copy the emotion, rhythm, and tone. You'll start sounding more natural and also understanding more. Because when your mouth learns, your ears learn too. Up next in part 5, we'll explore connected speech, how native speakers join words, change sounds, and why that makes it so hard to understand them. It's going to be fun and full of surprises. Part 5, why do native speakers sound so fast? It's not magic, it's connected speech. Let's be honest. Have you ever felt like this? You hear a native English speaker say something, and your brain goes, wait, was that even English? You know the words, but they sound nothing like what you studied in books. What's going on? Is it some secret English? Or are your ears broken? No, relax. The real reason is something called connected speech. Let's break it down one step at a time. 1. What is connected speech? When native speakers talk, they don't say every word clearly and separately. They connect words. They drop some sounds. They change others. Why? Because it's faster, it's smoother, it feels more natural. Imagine this. What are you doing? Becomes, what you doing? Whoa, so many sounds just disappeared, but that's normal in spoken English. 2. Let's look at some examples. A. Linking sounds. When one word ends with a consonant and the next starts with a vowel, they join together. Example, turn off the light. Sounds like, turn off the light. B. Dropped sounds. Sometimes sounds get dropped completely. Example, next day. Sounds like, next day. The T sound is gone. Friends of mine. Sounds like, friends of mine. Change sounds. Sometimes sounds mix and change. Example, did you sounds like did ya? Don't you becomes don't ya. You'll hear these a lot in songs and movies. 3. Why it's so hard for learners. The problem is, you were taught to say, do you want to go? But a native speaker might say, yeah, I want to go. That's 5 words turning into 3 sounds. If you don't know about connected speech, it sounds like one long, strange word. But now that you know, you can train your ears to catch it. Masher 4, how to practice connected speech? Step 1, listen to real English. Movies, podcasts, YouTube, songs. Notice how people connect words. Step 2, repeat what you hear. Don't repeat the sentence from a textbook. Repeat it the way the speaker says it. If they say, give me a second, don't say, give me a second. Copy the real sound, not the textbook version. Step 3, use shadowing. Play a short clip. Pause after each line. Repeat it with the same rhythm and speed. You'll sound more natural, and you'll understand native English better. 5, some fun phrases to try. Let's try a few. What do you want to do? Sounds like, what do you want to do? I don't know. Sounds like, I dunno. Give me that. Becomes, give me that. I'm gonna go now. Turns into, I'm gonna go now. Try saying them out loud. Feel the rhythm? That's the music of spoken English. So remember, native speakers aren't always speaking fast. They're just connecting words. You don't need to be perfect, just aware. And with practice, your ears will adjust. Next up in part 6, we'll talk about slang, idioms, and expressions that native speakers use every day, and how they confuse learners, but don't have to. Ready to go on to part 6? Perfect. Here's part 6. Why native speakers confuse you with their slang and idioms. Understanding slang, idioms, and daily expressions. Have you ever listened to a native speaker and thought, wait, what does hit the sack mean? Why did they say break a leg before someone's show? What does spill the beans have to do with secrets? You're not alone. Many English learners get confused, not because the words are hard, but because the meaning is different. That's the world of slang, idioms, and casual expressions. Let's explore this fun and sometimes weird part of native English. 1. What is slang? Slang is informal English. It's the cool, street-style English that people use in daily life. For example, yo, what's up? Hello, how are you? That movie was lit. That movie was amazing. He's ghosting me. He's ignoring me and not replying to my messages. Slang changes with time and place. What's cool today might be old tomorrow. But to understand native speakers, you need to know the common slang they use every day. 2. What are idioms? Idioms are phrases that don't mean what the words say. Sounds confusing? Let me show you. It's raining cats and dogs. No, animals are not falling from the sky. It just means it's raining heavily. Break a leg. No, we don't want someone to get hurt. It means good luck. Spill the beans. No beans involved. It means tell the secret. Isn't it funny? English is full of these creative expressions. 3. Why idioms and slang confuse learners. Here's why you get confused. You try to translate word by word, but idioms don't work like that. Your English book didn't teach you slang. It taught you formal English. But in real life, people don't say, hello, I am fine, and you? They say, hey, how's it going? Or sup, short for what's up. Sharma 4, how to learn slang and idioms naturally. Here's how to make it easy. A, watch real content. Movies, YouTube vlogs, interviews, short videos. Listen to how people talk. Write down the new expressions. B, use a slang and idiom app. Apps like the Idiom Connection, Urban Dictionary, or English Slang can help you learn casual English words. C, don't memorize. Use them. Try using 1 to 2 idioms in your own sentences daily. Like, I'm super tired. I'm gonna hit the sack now. Don't spill the beans. It's a surprise. When you use them, you remember them. 5, some fun idioms and slang to try. Let's try a few. Piece of cake, something very easy. That test was a piece of cake. Hang out. Spend time together. Let's hang out this weekend. No big deal. It's okay. Not a problem. You're late? No big deal. Bummer. Bad luck. That sucks. You lost your phone? Oh, bummer. Say them out loud. Feel how native they sound? You're getting closer to real-life English. Now in part 7, we'll explore intonation, rhythm, and emotion in English, why the music of English matters as much as the words. Here comes part 7, the music of English, why rhythm, stress, and emotion matter so much. Part 7, It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. Sometimes you hear a native speaker say something simple like, "Oh, really?" But depending on how they say it, it can mean so many things. Happy, "Oh, really?" Bored, "Oh, really?" Angry, "Oh, really?" The words are the same, but the motion is totally different. That's the music of English. It's about rhythm, stress, and intonation. Let's understand what this all means and why it can help you understand native speakers better. 1. What is intonation? Intonation is the rise and fall of the voice when speaking. It shows emotions, feelings, and meaning. Let's take a simple question. You're coming tonight? Say it with a rising tone at the end, like this. You're coming tonight? That means you're asking, but say it with a falling tone. You're coming tonight. That means you are sure. Maybe you're reminding someone. Same words, different meaning. Native speakers use this music all the time, and if you don't listen for it, you might get confused. 2. What is stress in English? Some words or syllables are stronger when we speak. That's called stress. Let's try this sentence. I didn't say he stole the money. Depending on what you stress, the meaning changes. I didn't say he stole the money. Someone else said it, not me. I didn't say he stole the money. I never said it. I didn't say he stole the money. I said someone else did. This is why how you say something matters so much in English. 3. Why you miss the meaning. If you only listen to words, you might understand the sentence technically, but you'll miss the emotion. You'll miss the feeling behind the words. And that's what native speakers are always using. They talk with emotion, energy, style, and tone. Want to understand them better? Then train your ears to hear the music behind the words. 4. How to practice this music of English. Here are 3 simple tips. A. Listen with emotion. Watch real videos, not just grammar videos. Listen to how actors or speakers express emotions with their voices. B. Copy the music. Pick a sentence, listen carefully, then repeat it with the same tone, same stress, same rhythm. Not just words, copy the energy. C. Record yourself. Say a sentence in English, then listen to yourself. Do you sound flat or alive? Try again until you feel the emotion in your voice. You'll improve fast. Champer 5. Let's feel it together. Say these out loud. Wow, that's amazing. Say it like you're surprised and happy. I don't think so. Say it with a serious, doubtful voice. Are you kidding me? Say it like you're shocked. Fine. Say it like you're annoyed. Now say it like you're calm. Feel the difference. That's intonation magic. So next time you listen to a native speaker, don't just listen to what they say. Listen to how they say it. You'll begin to understand more, even before the sentence is finished. Ready for part 8? In the next part, we'll explore why listening to different accents, American, British, Australian, etc., is so important and how to train your ears for all of them. Now let's dive into part 8. Why every accent feels like a new language. Accents everywhere. Why do they sound so different? Imagine this. You understand English movies, but then you watch a British TV show and suddenly think, wait, is this English too? Why does it sound so different? Or you hear an Australian say something and you're like, what was that? Was that English or something else? You're not crazy. You're just meeting the world of accents. Let's break it down so you can understand native English speakers from anywhere. What is an accent, really? An accent is how people pronounce words in their own style. It's still English, but it sounds different because of pronunciation, speed, rhythm, even different words sometimes. People from the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and South Africa all speak English, but each one has its own music. 2. Why does it confuse us? Let's be honest, you mostly learned English from teachers or grammar books, right? Maybe they taught you in neutral English or with an Indian accent or from an app. But when you hear someone say, "G'day, mate, how you going?" Or "You all right, love?" Or "What's up, bro?" Your brain says, "Huh, what was that?" It's not your fault. You just haven't trained your ears yet. 3. Let's meet a few popular accents. A. American English. Sounds relaxed, smooth, and fast. They love to join words together. Example, did you eat yet? Becomes did you eat yet? B. British English. clear, crisp, and sometimes formal, but there are many British accents. Londoners speak differently than people from Manchester or Scotland. C. Australian English. Sounds laid back and fun. They often drop the ending sounds. How are you going becomes how you going. D. South African English. Strong and sharp sounds, with a unique melody. Should you learn all accents? No, not at all. But you should learn to understand them. Why? Because you never know where your next English friend is from, or what country your next job call will come from. If you only understand one accent, you'll feel stuck when you hear a different one. But if you learn to listen to many, you'll feel confident and ready anywhere. 5. How to train your ears for accents. A. Listen to variety. Watch YouTube videos, movies, or podcasts from different countries. Pick one accent each week. B. Repeat after them. Say the sentence out loud, just like them. Feel their rhythm. Copy their pronunciation. C. Don't panic. At first, it's hard, but your brain will slowly adjust, just like tuning a radio. After some time, you'll hear a British guy and think, "Ah, I get it now." You'll hear an Aussie and say, "That's funny, but I understood him." Isn't that a superpower? So remember, don't fight accents. Embrace them, enjoy them, and little by little, they'll become easy music to your ears. In Part 9, we'll explore something many learners forget: why sometimes you don't understand English even when the words are clear, because of background noise, fast talking, or speaking in groups. Here comes Part 9, why you still don't understand, even when you know the words, but still don't understand. Have you ever had this moment? You're watching a video or listening to a native speaker talk. You know the words they're using. You've studied them before, but you still don't get what they're saying. You feel lost, confused, and even frustrated. You may even ask yourself, what's wrong with me? Am I not good at English? Stop right there. There's nothing wrong with you. This happens to almost every English learner, and today we'll talk about why it happens and how to fix it. 1. Real-life talking is messy. In school or on apps, you hear clean, slow, and perfect English. But in real life, people talk fast with background noise, in groups, with slang, with emotion. Suddenly, it's not like your English textbook anymore. Imagine 3 friends chatting at a cafe. "Yeah, so I was like, no way." And she was like, "Oh, come on." And then he just ghosted, bro. It's all English, but it sounds like a totally different world, right? 2. Too fast, too many voices. Let's say you're at a party or in a Zoom meeting. One person speaks, then another interrupts, then someone laughs loudly in the background. You try to focus on one voice, but your brain is trying to handle too many sounds at once. Even native speakers struggle with that sometimes. So don't feel bad. Your brain just needs more practice and exposure. 3. What can you do about it? Here are some ways to train yourself for real-world English. A. Watch English videos with background noise. Sounds strange, but it helps. Try watching street interviews, reality shows, group conversations on YouTube. Let your ears learn to filter out noise and focus on voices. B. Practice listening to 2 people at once. Start with easy dialogues, then move to fast conversations. At first, just listen, then listen again slowly, and then try to repeat what they said. C. Use subtitles, but wisely. Watch with English subtitles first, then turn them off and try again. Do you still catch the main ideas? Great job. You're improving. Rewind without feeling bad. You're not slow. You're learning. If you don't catch something, rewind. Listen again. Say, "This is training, not a test." Every time you do it, your brain becomes stronger. For real life is not like the classroom. In class, everything is slow and clear. But in life, you need to hear different speeds, different emotions, different levels of background noise. So your goal is not just to learn words, but to become a real-world listener. You won't get it all in one day, but slowly things will start to feel familiar. You'll catch more words, you'll understand more meaning, and you'll feel more confident. In the next part, Part 10, we'll talk about something powerful: how body language, facial expressions, and tone help you understand even when the words are hard to catch. Part 10. You can understand English even without all the words. How to understand without hearing every word. Have you ever seen 2 people talking in English And even though you didn't catch all the words, you still somehow understood the meaning. You guessed it from their eyes, their hands, or their tone of voice. That's not magic. That's nonverbal communication, and it's a real skill. Let's explore how it works and how you can use it to understand native speakers better. 1. What is nonverbal communication? Nonverbal means not words, but still speaking. It includes facial expressions, hand movements, body posture, eye contact, voice tone, even silence. Yes, sometimes silence says a lot, like when someone just stares at you with raised eyebrows. You already understand this in your own language, so why not use it in English too? 2. How it helps when you miss words. Imagine someone says, "I told you not to do that," and they say it with a strong, loud voice, raised eyebrows, a serious face, pointing finger. Even if you didn't catch the word told or not, wouldn't your brain go, "Uh-oh, that person is angry"? Exactly. Or imagine this. Someone says, it's okay," in a soft, gentle voice while touching your shoulder. Even if you don't know the word okay, you feel the meaning. That's the power of how something is said, not just what is said. 3. Learn the common facial and body signals. Let's look at some useful ones. A. Smile equals friendly. If someone is smiling while speaking, even fast English feels safe and positive. B. Frown or tight lips, confused or upset. Time to listen more carefully. C. Hands up equals surprise or excitement. Their body is shouting wow, even if you don't hear the words clearly. D. Shrug shoulders. I don't know. No words needed. E. Eye roll, annoyed or sarcastic. Don't take their words too seriously then. Tone of voice speaks volumes. You know this one already. Just from daily life, the word okay can mean so many things. Okay, unsure, okay, angry or cold. So when listening to native English speakers, always pay attention to the tone. Ask yourself, does it sound friendly? Does it feel rushed or relaxed? Is the speaker nervous, confident, or joking? That emotional tone helps you feel the message, even when your ears miss the words. Have 5. Practice this skill daily. Here's how you can get better. A. Watch English videos without sound. Yes, seriously. Watch and try to guess what's going on. Then play it again with sound and see if you were right. B. Focus on face and hands during talks. In real conversations, look at their eyes, hands, eyebrows, not just their lips. C. Record yourself. Say the same sentence in 3 different tones: happy, sad, angry. Watch your own face. Feel the difference. So from now on, don't feel lost just because you missed a few English words. You have another superpower now: your eyes and ears working together. They help you understand the feeling behind the words. And sometimes that's even more powerful than the words themselves. It's enough for today, right? You may be feeling a little tired after listening to such a long episode, and that's totally okay. We'll continue this in the next upcoming episode, so don't worry, more is on the way. But hey, if you're not bored yet and you're listening to this after the next episode is already published, you can find the link in the description. Or just visit the Lisplore channel. You'll find the next part waiting for you there. And if the next episode is not published yet, please stay tuned. It's coming very soon. Thank you for listening to this episode on Lisplore. It really means a lot. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like this video, leave a comment if you want, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss the next English listening practice. Take care, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next one.